Goodbye tingling hands and weak legs. 3 collagen-rich foods you must eat for your legs and joints. Have you been waking up with tingling hands or legs that feel weak, shaky, or just don't support you like they used to? You're not alone. And no, it's not just old age catching up with you. In fact, what if I told you that a silent cause behind that discomfort could be a deep collagen deficiency, one that's slowly draining the strength from your joints, nerves, and muscles? In this video, we're revealing 3 collagen-rich foods that are scientifically proven to help restore your body's foundation from your knees to your fingertips. These are not gimmicks. This information is fact-checked by health researchers and grounded in real science and nutrition. And stick with me, because near the end, I'm going to share a simple nightly trick using one of these foods that could help reduce swelling, support nerve repair, and help you walk with more confidence in just a few weeks. Ready to feel stronger, steadier, and more in control? Let's get started. Number 1, sardines with bones. All right, let's talk about one of the tiniest powerhouses on your plate. Sardines with bones. I know. Some people hear the word sardines and immediately wrinkle their nose. But stay with me for a moment, because if you're dealing with tingling hands, weak legs, or stiff joints, sardines might just be the little miracle your body has been waiting for. Now, what makes sardines so special, especially with the bones? Well, let's start with collagen. Sardines are naturally rich in type I collagen, which is the most abundant form of collagen in your body. This type is especially important for tendons, ligaments, and bones, basically all the parts that support your legs and joints. When you eat sardines with the bones, you're getting more than just protein. You're also getting natural calcium, phosphorus, and tiny bits of collagen that help strengthen your skeletal system from the inside out. And here's the beautiful part. The collagen and calcium in sardines are bioavailable, meaning your body can actually absorb and use them without a struggle. That's something many supplements can't promise. Now think about this. When your joints are aching or your legs feel weak, it's often due to wear and tear on cartilage, inflammation, or even poor nerve signaling. Sardines help in all 3 areas. The omega-3 fatty acids in sardines, yes, those good healthy fats, are powerful anti-inflammatories. They calm down the fire in your joints and improve blood flow to your muscles and nerves. So if you've been feeling that burning, tingling sensation in your hands or a wobbly, tired feeling in your legs, omega-3s go in and help cool things down and support the nerves responsible for movement and sensation. And here's something you might not know. Weak legs aren't just about muscles. They're also about nerve function. Sardines contain vitamin B12, which is critical for maintaining the health of your nerves. Without enough B12, your legs can feel numb, sluggish, or uncoordinated. If you've ever stumbled, lost balance, or felt like your legs just don't fire like they used to, low B12 might be part of the puzzle. Sardines are one of the richest natural sources of this vitamin, and just a few of them can make a big difference over time. And let's not forget vitamin D, which works hand in hand with calcium and collagen to maintain strong bones. If you're low on vitamin D, even if you're getting enough calcium, your body won't absorb it efficiently. And guess what? Sardines give you a natural dose of this sunshine vitamin, perfect for those who don't get enough sun or who want a food-based way to stay on top of their bone health. And can we talk convenience? Sardines are easy. You don't have to cook, season, or even defrost anything. Just open a can, maybe drizzle a little olive oil or lemon, and you're good to go. Add them to a salad, smash them on toast, or mix them into brown rice or quinoa. They're budget-friendly, shelf-stable, and they don't require any fancy prep. That's why so many seniors and busy folks are turning back to these traditional little fish. Now, a quick word on eating them with the bones. This part is key. The tiny, soft bones in sardines are edible and loaded with calcium and collagen. They're not crunchy or uncomfortable to eat. They're soft, easy to chew, and packed with nutrients. Most people don't even notice them once they take a bite. And the calcium you get from those bones, it's actually more bioavailable than what you'd get from most supplements. If you're someone who doesn't eat a lot of dairy, or if you're worried about osteoporosis or leg weakness as you age, this is an easy, natural way to top up your calcium and collagen at the same time. Also, let's bust a myth. Sardines are not just for old people or survival kits. They're one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. Even athletes and bodybuilders eat them because they provide everything from protein and healthy fats to bone-building minerals in one tidy package. And if you're still not sure about the taste, there are options. Look for sardines packed in olive oil or with a hint of lemon or herbs. Some even come with a smoky flavor or tomato sauce. Try a few different kinds until you find one that suits your palate. Here's the takeaway. One small can of sardines, eaten a few times a week, can deliver collagen, calcium, vitamin D, B12, and omega-3s, all at once. That's a serious joint and leg health combo, and all from something you can find in almost any grocery store affordably. So the next time your knees creak, your legs feel like jelly, or you notice tingling in your fingers, remember those humble sardines, especially the ones with the bones. Your joints, nerves, and bones will thank you. Number 2, chicken feet. Okay, now this one might surprise you, but chicken feet are an absolute gold mine when it comes to joint and leg health. I know they might not be something you're used to seeing on your dinner plate, especially if you didn't grow up eating them, but stay with me for a moment. Because when it comes to natural collagen, chicken feet are one of the most powerful foods you can eat. Seriously. Now let's talk about why they matter, especially if you're dealing with tingling hands, weak legs, or stiff joints that just don't seem to move like they used to. Chicken feet are loaded with type 2 collagen, the exact kind of collagen your body uses to build and repair cartilage, ligaments, and tendons. That's the stuff cushioning your joints and supporting smooth movement in your knees, hips, ankles, and even your fingers. If you've been feeling that crunching, grinding, or stiffness in your knees when you get out of bed, or maybe you've noticed your legs just don't support you the way they used to, this kind of collagen is what your body needs to help rebuild that support system from the inside out. Here's something even more amazing. Chicken feet also contain glucosamine and chondroitin. You might recognize those names from expensive joint supplements. Yep, those pricey capsules in the pharmacy? Chicken feet naturally contain the same compounds. These are the ingredients that help reduce inflammation, improve joint lubrication, and slow down cartilage breakdown. In other words, they help you move better, with less pain and more strength in your legs. And we're not just talking theory here. People who regularly consume collagen-rich bone parts like chicken feet often notice better joint flexibility, reduced swelling in the legs and ankles, and improved nerve function, especially in the lower body, because when your joints are cushioned and nourished, your muscles and nerves can function freely without getting pinched or inflamed. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Some folks might feel a little squeamish at the thought of eating chicken feet. That's totally understandable, but the key here is this. You're not eating them for the novelty. You're eating them for the powerful healing potential they hold. And the good news? They're incredibly versatile. You don't have to gnaw on a whole chicken foot if that feels weird to you. You can simply simmer them into a broth or soup. That's actually the most effective and traditional way to prepare them. When you simmer chicken feet for a few hours, they release all that beautiful gelatin, collagen, and joint-healing nutrients into the broth. What you're left with is a rich, golden, slightly sticky liquid. And that stickiness, that's pure collagen. That's what your body loves. A warm cup of chicken feet broth a few times a week can nourish your joints, soothe inflammation, and help rebuild cartilage in your knees, hips, ankles, and even your spine. And if you sip that before bed, it's also calming, great for digestion, and may even help you sleep deeper because of its natural glycine content. You see, glycine, an amino acid found in chicken feet, doesn't just help build collagen, it also supports your nervous system, helping reduce nerve sensitivity and tingling in your extremities, like your hands and feet. That's huge if you're dealing with pins and needles, numbness, or weakness in your legs. And here's the best part, it's incredibly affordable. Chicken feet are one of the cheapest collagen-rich foods you can buy. While some collagen powders or supplements can cost a small fortune, you can get a pound of chicken feet at a butcher or market for just a few dollars. And that pound can make a whole batch of nutrient-rich broth that lasts all week. Now, let's talk flavor for a second, because I promise, it's not as odd as you think. When prepared right, chicken feet don't taste strange at all. In fact, the broth tastes just like traditional chicken soup, but richer. Add in your favorite veggies, a little garlic, ginger, or herbs, and you've got a delicious, comforting meal that's actually healing your joints while you eat. And it's not just traditional medicine that swears by it, modern science backs it too. Studies show that consistent intake of collagen-rich foods can improve joint mobility, reduce pain, and even restore cartilage thickness over time. This isn't a quick fix, but it's a powerful step in the right direction. If you've been struggling with balance issues, leg fatigue, or that annoying tingling in your hands and feet, adding chicken feet to your weekly meals is one of the smartest, most natural things you can do. Your body doesn't just want protein. It wants the right building blocks to repair and strengthen the tissues that support movement. And that's exactly what chicken feet give you. Collagen, gelatin, glucosamine, chondroitin, calcium, magnesium, all in one neat little package. So even if you've never cooked them before, give it a try. Start small, maybe with a simple collagen-rich soup. You don't even need a complicated recipe. Just toss a few chicken feet into a pot with water, onions, garlic, a splash of apple cider vinegar to draw out the minerals, and let it simmer for a few hours. Strain it, store it, and sip it throughout the week. Every cup brings you one step closer to stronger legs, happier joints, and less tingling in those hands and feet. Your body will feel it, and trust me, you'll notice the difference. Number 3, beef tendons. All right, let's talk about something most people overlook: but your joints, legs, and even your nerves are practically begging for beef tendons. Now, I get it, beef tendons probably aren't something you see on the average dinner plate, especially in Western kitchens, but let me tell you, when it comes to natural collagen, joint recovery, and building strong, pain-free legs, beef tendons are one of the most underrated superfoods out there. So what exactly are tendons? Well, tendons are the tough, fibrous tissues that connect your muscles to your bones. And when you eat beef tendons, you're literally feeding your body the exact material it needs to repair, rebuild, and strengthen your own tendons, ligaments, and connective tissues. Think about it like this. If you're struggling with achy knees, stiff hips, or that wobbly, unstable feeling in your legs, there's a good chance your body is running low on the collagen and elastin that keeps everything flexible and strong. Beef tendons are naturally rich in type I and type 3 collagen, the exact types your body uses to strengthen your ligaments, tendons, skin, and bones. And here's the amazing part. When slow-cooked, beef tendons break down into gelatin, which is a more digestible form of collagen. That gelatin literally coats your joints, cushions your bones, and even helps reduce that stiff, grinding sensation you feel when you move around. So if your knees sound like they're crackling every time you stand up, or if you feel like your legs just don't recover the way they used to after walking or climbing stairs, this could be exactly what your body needs. But before ending Israel helps with processed meal preparation and eliminates a number of health problems for people with ADHD, especially if you're experiencing tingling, numbness, or weakness in your legs or hands. Why? Because healthy collagen levels help keep your nerve pathways clear and cushioned, so signals from your brain can travel more efficiently to your muscles. That means better coordination, faster reflexes, and stronger legs. Now let's talk texture, because I know some people get a little hesitant when they hear tendon. When cooked right, usually through slow simmering or pressure cooking, beef tendons become this soft, rich, melt-in-your-mouth kind of gelatinous goodness. It's not chewy or rubbery when it's done right. In fact, it's comforting, and a lot of people compare the texture to a super tender piece of brisket or a silky, savory piece of oxtail. And if you're wondering what it tastes like, it has a deep, rich, beefy flavor, but it's neutral enough that it takes on the flavors of whatever herbs or spices you add to the pot. So whether you toss it in a hearty stew, a slow-cooked soup, or even a simple bone broth, you're not just eating for flavor, you're eating for function. Let me ask you this. How many of us are spending money on joint supplements, anti-inflammatory pills, or expensive collagen powders that come with a long list of ingredients we can't pronounce? With beef tendons, you're getting a whole food source of healing nutrients your body instantly recognizes and can actually use. And guess what? They're budget-friendly too. Because they're not a trendy cut of meat, beef tendons are often cheaper than your typical cuts of steak or roast. You can find them at your local butcher, Asian grocery stores, or even some big supermarkets. Just a few dollars worth can make a huge pot of collagen-rich stew or broth that lasts for days. Now, something else that's important. Beef tendons are naturally packed with amino acids like glycine and proline, which help your body produce its own collagen and reduce inflammation from the inside out. Glycine in particular is amazing for not only joint support, but also better sleep, improved digestion, and a calmer nervous system. And when your nervous system is calm, you're less likely to feel those annoying pins and needles sensations in your hands or feet. Let's break it down like this. Eating beef tendons is like giving your body the blueprint and the building materials it needs to repair itself. Instead of fighting pain and stiffness with temporary fixes, you're working from the inside out, naturally rebuilding your connective tissue, nourishing your joints, and stabilizing your legs and hips. And if you've been dealing with leg fatigue, or you feel like your knees are wobbling or just don't support you the way they used to, beef tendons may help improve that. The rich collagen they provide helps rebuild and thicken joint padding, which improves balance and reduces pain during movement. You might also be surprised to know that many athletes and physical therapists recommend beef tendon soups for injury recovery. Why? Because of how effective they are at supporting the healing of torn or inflamed joints, tendons, and ligaments. And if it works for athletes, imagine what it can do for you, whether you're recovering from arthritis, aging, or just trying to stay mobile and pain-free as the years go by. And here's something empowering. When you include foods like beef tendons in your meals, you're not just improving your joints. You're sending a message to your body that says, "Hey, I'm ready to heal. I'm giving you what you need." That's powerful. So how do you start? Try this. Make a simple beef tendon stew. Just add tendons to your slow cooker or pressure cooker, along with garlic, ginger, onion, carrots, and a bit of vinegar or lemon juice to help pull out the nutrients. Let it cook low and slow until the tendons are soft and silky. Add a little salt, herbs, or spices, and you've got a delicious, healing meal that your joints, legs, and nerves will love. And if you don't want to eat the tendons directly, no problem. Just strain the broth and drink it like a warm tea. The nutrients are still there and your body will still benefit. Bottom line, beef tendons are nature's way of helping us stay mobile, pain-free, and strong, especially as we age. If you've been dealing with stiffness, weakness, or nerve discomfort, give your body the tools it needs to heal, naturally, deliciously, and affordably. Beef tendons might not be fancy, but they are powerful. And once you try them, you might be surprised just how much better your legs and joints can feel. Summary. So there you have it. 3 collagen-rich power foods that can help rebuild your joints, restore strength to your legs, and ease those frustrating tingling sensations in your hands and feet. Whether it's the gelatin-rich goodness of chicken feet, the deep healing collagen in beef tendons, or the nerve-soothing nutrients in bone broth, these natural remedies are more than just food. They are fuel for healing. And remember, this isn't about overnight fixes. It's about consistently giving your body the tools it needs to repair and restore from the inside out. Your body wants to heal. It just needs the right support. So start small, stay consistent, and you may be amazed at how much stronger and steadier you feel in the days and weeks to come. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs this kind of healing wisdom in their life. And don't forget to subscribe for more natural, fact-checked health tips to help you live stronger, longer, and pain-free. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you.